Hi and welcome to my video. Let's check on my wallet. So this week, groceries, everything. I keep ordering from Amazon Fresh because of the weather. I think we're actually gonna go and get food this week. um, Laundry has $5. I think we ended up taking it like twice. We still have a load to pick up. Spending has 21. Transportation has 20, 70, 80, 85, 86, $87. Coffee, I keep pulling from this envelope. I have $5 in there. I keep pulling from this envelope because once I think I actually bought, the instant coffee, and then I just kind of pulled from here um, to supplement my groceries, basically. Okay, so that's pretty much it. This week we're stuffing $627, and groceries is getting 180. Oops. So it's 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Okay. Laundry is going to be getting 35. I did that in 30, and then 5 singles. 4, 5. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, $40. Spending is going to be getting 25. So now we have 20, 40, 45, 46. Transportation is going to be getting 3. So now we have 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, $90. Coffee is going to be getting a 5, and that makes it a 10. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much it for my wallet. All right. Um, Happy Valentine's Day. Forgot today. It's Valentine's Day. I think it's one of my least favorite holidays. I don't know why. Just don't like it. I don't know what else to add to that. It just seems so manufactured, I guess. Um, Also, on a side note, today, for the first time in my whole life, I did a gel nail polish. I did it myself. I think last year or 2 years ago, probably. I think my husband gifted me like a UV lamp because I wanted to do the gel polish, and I think I had polishes before, but they went bad. So I'm like, oh, okay, I want to try it out because I end up washing dishes all the time, like several times a day, over and over and over, especially on weekends. Not to say that I always do them, but it just happens. You're doing it before you're cooking, as you're cooking, after you're cooking, and you end up doing that like, I don't know, 9 times a day. But anyway, um, so yeah, so I'm like, oh, I want to, something maybe that'll last on my nail and that like it won't peel. And I don't know, I just wanted to try it out. So I got some nail polishes, like the gel ones, the base coat, top coat. I'm like, okay, read the instructions, read everything. I haven't tried it in all my years of life because, to be honest with you, the UV light cancer causing skin cancer thing is like frightening. Um, so I was not going to do that just for what? Nail polish. But decided to give it a try. I figured like once or twice sometime might not hurt. Emphasis on hurt. Nobody told me that this was going to be some kind of scientific experiment on my fingertips. I had to Google why there was searing, burning pain on my fingertips. And it could be caused by sensitivity, like brittle nails which honestly, I broke like a few nails at work. So when I broke a nail at work, it was like peeling. I can't stand that. Like when you see that it's peeling, I literally peel it. And that's the worst thing you could do because literally it's peeling a layer off and like you're left with this like little soft like nibble thing. Anyway, so I'm like, a tingle. My imagination. I did another coat, put it in there. Searing, burning pain. What is this? So as I'm holding it, I'm like Googling on my phone, what's with the pain? What on earth is happening? So it's this basically, you are now a scientist and you are experimenting with chemicals and your pain levels. Um, the UV light hardens like super glue on your nail. Yes, it's shiny. Yes, it's pretty, but it hurts. It hardens so fast. Like it could be that there was like too much polish. Your nail is brittle and it hardened too quickly. Like it went like it shrank. It hardened like plastic, basically. So that would have helped to make my decision to try this. Probably wouldn't have. Um, kind of still feel the like a little PTSD tingle there, but oh my goodness. And I've never seen that before. I never heard anybody mention that before. Like anybody, like, oh, your nails are so pretty and they look like, they're gel and everybody's a fan of the gel nail. And oh my goodness, it's so awesome. Uh huh. Smiling through their tears, they are. Anyway, emergencies is going to be getting a 10. So now we have 500 in the bank, so that makes it 620, $630. Health is going to be getting a 20. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, Finley's envelope is getting a 10. So now we have 100, 120, 130, 131, 32, 33. So $133. God, what did I end up buying? Nothing. Journal from like a month ago. I need to put more in here, I think. School stuff is going to be getting 14, and that's to basically replenish what has been spent. We had the holiday boutique yesterday. I gave my daughter some money for the like a trifold board for her science project, pencil case from before, and lunch bag. So now we have 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, $25. I don't think that's nearly enough to have in here. Household is going to be getting a 10. So now we have 20, 40, 50. Debt is getting a 5. Yep. And now we have 102, 3, 320, 330, 345. 345. Family fun is not getting anything. I think now we have 100, 110, 115. Now the reason it's not getting anything is because after I budgeted everything, I didn't have any money left over for it. So I'm gonna skip it. Tibby long-term pet care. This one is going to be getting 10. So now we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 570, 580, 595, $595. Hunter, our lovely kitty cat, who is in the room with me right now, so quiet, so peaceful. The only reason that is because he is sitting on the windowsill, looking right outside the window where I put a ton of birdseed for all the birds. It is fun for the birds because they eat. It is fun for him because kitty mode, but it's crazy. You get pigeons, mourning doves, not so much of the little sparrows. They're kind of on the bottom. They don't go up, this high. Um, But I'm sure as it falls off like the fire's cave, they're down there in the bushes. So everybody wins. Plus, it's very entertaining. So Hunter, my boy, is getting 5. So now we have 100, 200, 220, 230, 235. He is still not been taken to the vet. We will. This is for a yearly checkup. I don't know how I feel about the vaccines, like routine vaccines. It's not that I'm against them, it's that I kind of um I saw like a video like this like really healthy dog going in, getting a vaccine, having a reaction, and just like going downhill from there. So I don't know how I feel about that, but he's an only cat. He's an indoor cat. He does not go outside. We kind of keep him very close to us, but probably will get those booster shots. So, mom's envelope is getting a 10. So now we have 100, 200, 3, 320, 330, 340, 350. Should be 350. Yep. Finley's education is going to be getting a 10. So now we have 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. I have 200 in the bank. So it's 1,220, 40, 60, 70, 80 altogether. All right, gifts. Getting 60. Time to buckle up. So for my brother, I have saw something that I really want to get. So it's really, really, really exciting. I'm not going to say it because he watches these videos of mine. So I'm not going to say it, but it's really cool. Anyway, so I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130. So I have one more week to add to this fund. Plus I have a few birthdays coming up in March, so definitely need to add to that. Okay, so the vacation one, to make it to my deadline for our little husband's birthday celebration vacation. We call it vacation even though it's like other weekend. So vacation is getting 50. I had a little bit of money left over that I didn't know where to put from my savings challenges, so I just kind of had it stashed. I don't know, it's usually how it goes. It's kind of like I don't want to say disposable cash, but like what do you call that? Like a buffer. So I do end up using my savings challenge money for like specific ones and like bump them up. But then I kind of just want to bump everything up. So I had like $5 here, 10, that kind of thing. But this time I think I just left it there, and it really came in handy a few times when I'm like, oh no, spent all my grocery money. I need more. So I dipped into that. In any case, I still had 5 and I added to here. Yeah. So I had $5.95. So I added $5 for my savings challenge, making it 600. Just added 50. So now I have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 620, 640, 650. Okay, stray kitty cats. This one is getting a 5. So now I have 5, 10, 11. I really need to get them just like regular treats, the plain chicken ones. The little, I usually buy the Temptations. It seems like all kitty cats like that one. So I once bought like this, was it organic? I forget what it was, but it probably was like this really healthy one. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these poor street cats, let them be healthy. And they didn't. The street cats didn't want to eat it. How really bad tasting must they be that a hungry street kitty refused, was probably insulted by it. So ever since then, I'm like, you know what? Temptations. They have calories that they need, then it'll be fine. The only reason why I haven't gotten it yet, I had some, but they finished, and I had like a whole big tub of like the shrimp flavored ones. I don't know why I got that, but it has carmine and I'm allergic to carmine. So I can't really touch it. So if I put it in my bag and I want to toss a few treats, I can't touch it. And so I don't carry that with me. So I need to get another bag. In any case, games. This one is getting a 5. So now I have 100, 115, 110, 115. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this one. My personal, oh gosh, I opened that up. Okay, so this is the personal one. Books, this is getting a 5, so now it's 55. Budgeting is also getting a 5. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Did I mark that? Oh no, I need to update. Oh, I didn't update. I knew I missed one. Okay, I need to update my trackers. I think I missed this one. And I need to get a new tracker for that. Ugh. Okay. I was doing this kind of late. I was like not very focused. Beauty was 5. And by late, I mean like 7 o'clock. So now I have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 285, 291, 292. Now I have been dipping into this one quite a bit. I got my hair stuff, which is to cover up the grays. I still haven't made my way for a haircut and, you know, the color change because honestly, I don't like going. It's such a, you know, the opposite of an incentive. I think I'll just might pull the trigger one of these days, like maybe when it warms up or something like that, and just do it. Go get it over with, spend like eternity there, and, you know, let it last for months and months. But in the meantime, I'm just like not doing that. But I kind of like not seeing some of my grays. Honestly, I don't mind the grays um, at all. I had it since I was 25. Obviously, it has evolved into a lot more grays, and I have more like in front of my face. Um, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not attached to the idea of having any kind of color like that. But I kind of liked a different look sometimes, so that's why I was started like covering it up, just the grays. But the color I used is such a strange thing because it's so much darker than my own. I'm like a darker, like a super darker, dirty blonde slash light brown. Like that's the natural color. And then I have the grays that like make it all confusing. But I chose a light brown, and it is not light, it is a dark brown that after a few washes turns orangey red, which is like, imagine like burnt copper. That's how it turns. So I'm like not into that so much, but I kind of like to upkeep that, at least lately. So anyway, so I bought some of that, and then I bought the paint polish of doom for my fingernails. Clothes is getting a 5. I have a whole 10 in here now. Maybe after all the birthdays I can save up a little more. Education, this is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 2, 3, 315, or 310, 315. I see. Kind of go too fast. Okay. Personal is getting a 5. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. And savings is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 120, 140, 150, 155. Investments is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 120, 125, 130. Month ahead is only getting a 4. Oops, it was like one of the last things I budgeted for after basically everything took priority. So I really want to, after all our birthday celebrations, vacations, whatever you want to call it, I want to start focusing on getting month ahead because I want to be a month ahead, but I also want to keep that money in the bank. So I don't have to rush to the bank to put money on a card um, to make sure that, because I have so many crazy auto pay bills that take out whenever they feel like. Um, Basically it. And sometimes I know about them, sometimes I don't. Most of the times I don't. So I have to always kind of like guess and hope for the best that there's enough money there. Um, so I think having the month ahead be like a good chunk of money and it's sitting in a bank will be a cushion. Not to say I'll be spending that money or anything like that. It's just sitting there, you know, comfortable. Okay. So I got $4, and now I have 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, 1, 2, 3, 4. So only 184, but it's okay. It's good. Home, future dwelling is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 200, 250, 3, 310, 315. So I have seen a video, and I'm sure these people exist, of a woman in a different country, but somewhat modern. um, she was living in a village. I think either she had land or she had a house there, but there wasn't like she raised the house, like it was gone. And she is building it from scratch. I'm talking about like, wooden mostly, not anything weird as far as like, I don't know what they're called, but like different building materials. I think it's like mainly wood. Smallish house, and she's doing everything. And I don't know what her background is. I don't think I wasn't, I didn't search her up or anything like that, like to see what experience she has. But I saw that um, she said she didn't have any experience really. So she was just like teaching herself, or maybe like, it's wild. It's wild to think that a person can just like, oh yeah, here's land, let me build a house. Like that's what people used to do back in the olden days and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I wonder what the cost of that is, because you need the materials, you need the tools to do that. Tools are so expensive, and I'm sure you can rent and whatever, but still they're expensive. And the materials, like the stuff, you're going to want to know about all sorts of things like water, electricity, and heat, and blah blah blah. Like there's so much that has to go into that. I get it. So I'm like, how much would building your own home cost on average? So $100,000 and up, depending on the size and this and that. Obviously, tiny homes are less. And this is not like you buy a kit for a tiny home and just like put it up or have it installed or anything. No, this is like from scratch. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I also saw a video of people living in tents, so that was really cool. All right, so this is the holiday binder. The fairy is getting a 5. So now she has 20, 30, 35, 40, $10 away from my goal. And I will stop budgeting at that point. Date night is 3. Okay, so now we have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. Valentine's Day, I spent some for my daughter. My husband's working, and we're supposed to just like have dinner tonight. Either, I don't know if we'll go out depending how late it is. Probably not, but we can order in. So Valentine's Day is getting 4. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, $70. Lunar New Year is getting a 5. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 75. Hubby's birthday is getting a 5. So now we have 100, 120, 130, 135. Okay. Now all of these are getting 2. So Easter is getting 2. So I have 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. 84. Mother's Day getting 2. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78. Father's Day 2. 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. July 2. So I have 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3. So 63. Back to school is getting 2. So we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47. Emily's birthday 2. So we have 20, 40, 1, 2, 3. 43. Halloween is getting 2. So now we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Thanksgiving is getting 2. So we have 21 and 2. Christmas is getting 25. 20 and 5. So now we have 100, 120, 140, 145, 150. Okay, New Year is getting 2. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so that's it for that. Now on to the savings challenges. Disney is getting its 5. Now I rated this whole thing, this whole binder for change. I needed 5s, I needed 10s, I needed singles, so it's looking slim. All right, so 5. Now I have my emergency challenge. It is getting 10. Okay, now this is my power up challenge. So I rolled and I tried my best to have it be different amounts, but it ended up being $3. Like, I don't mind. And I have 1, 2, 3. I think I broke my envelope. I don't know when, but it's busted. And this one, save 300. This one is actually getting a 5. Okay. Now this is the little vacation challenge. It is getting 6. So that's a 1. Let me put it here and 1, making it a 6. Okay. So each circle is $3. So I am going to circle 2. Okay, so that's it for this. Now I have my Easter challenge. This one is getting 3. 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same highlighter marker here. Okay, that's for that. Next is the Heart's Desire little savings challenge. This one is getting a 6. So 5, and this makes it a 6. Okay. So each little heart represents $2, and I am circling 3. I really like this one because it's so tiny and it's very low denomination, I guess, for me. But it works. All right. So that's it for this. The only thing that's left is the 100 envelopes challenge. And I am putting in 3. 1, 2, 3. It's funny to see nothing left over. That means I counted it right. Woo-hoo. Okay, so 3. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 filled out. I still have 5, 7, 8. I still have all of these, which is, I think I freed it up a while ago. Yeah, this is really cool. I have my 20s filled out already. And again, I found it so much better for myself not to like budget like $25, $28, $30, whatever. Each week I do what I can, which is like sometimes $1, sometimes 2, 3, 4, whatever. But once I have it filled out like this, let's say, I take them all out. So I have 1 plus 2, 3, 6, 10. So I have $10. So I can take that money and I can put it into the 10 envelope. Or I can add more to it, take the 6 from here, put it into the 16 envelope, basically push it back, which frees up the low denomination ones, which I like, and makes it simpler, easier, more long term. But I am not in a race. So this is fun. It's long-term fun. It's a fun way to save. I think it's great. Highly recommend it. It's kind of cool. And it brings us to the end of my video. Thanks for sticking by to the end, and happy Valentine's Day.